Okay. Here we are again. Let's have a little fun. Hopefully I don't have to start this shit over.
Remember, we're having a visitor over tomorrow.
Who?
I told you already, Uncle Gareth.
Oh yeah. Well, he's not my real uncle. Can't we go visit someone instead?
You already know the answer to that question, Saga.
It's not fair.
I know it's not, and I'm sorry, but I need you to behave and be polite to Gareth. All right?
All right.
Two left. It means I lost one of them that I had because I was down to one. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. Oh, this one really?
That's high up. I don't think I put that there. It must have flown up by
Hey,
itself.
darling. What is it?
It's a drawing I can't reach.
All right. Lead the way. I'll give you a hand. How in the balance did that get up there?
I don't know. Can you help me get it down?
Of course. Come here, I'll give you a lift. Go on, stretch as far as you can. A little further. Got it?
Got it.
You keep growing, you'll soon be able to reach that high on your own.
Was Mama tall?
Mama is tall. Taller than me. She could have... Let me see that drawing. This is nice work, Saga. You're better than I ever was at your age. Who is this?
That's Crow.
Who's Crow?
A talking bird. When's Mama coming home?
Saga.
Well, you said is, not was. Mama is tall. So when's Mama coming home?
I honestly don't know if she ever will, sweetheart.
But she is out there somewhere?
I think so.
Okay, if she's out there, I'll find her and bring her home. I promise. Thanks for the lift.
You're... welcome.
Sorry, just finishing up a snack. Now, I know that yesterday I looked all over for this damn thing. I couldn't find it anywhere. could be. Is there a way to duck down or anything? Lay down, look under the bed or something? Jesus.
Oh, that's where I left the key.
Oh, alright, finally. I think I finally got it now. Okay, I got it. Now I know what's going on here. Look at this. Alright, worried about that too, okay.
I need a key to open it.
Okay, okay, I got you. There
I
go.
wonder where I put that key.
It's probably right here. There's my last drawing. Cool.
That's all the drawings. I'll tell Papa I'm finished. Mama's really pretty.
Yeah,
I don't remember her much.
she's pretty.
Done.
Already? Good job, darling. I'll help you with your homework in
My
Took me 2
work.
days.
your work, right? Your schoolwork. I just have to finish up here. Why don't you take the drawings to your room and put them in the right order? I'll be there soon.
Okay.
The flower room. Where I put them in the right order? Where? Here, I guess, maybe? The bed, maybe? Oh, I see. Alright. So we have White Dragon. First shift. Wait a minute.
I don't think that's right.
Okay. White Dragon. Let's see.
I don't think that's right. don't think that's right.
She wasn't first.
I don't think that's right. I already put a drawing there. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
Huh, wow. That's pretty. She's just a little girl. So. Achievement unlocked. First shift. Chapter 6. Machination. What the hell is that? It's Crow. It's this little Crow.
I fail to see the point in watching that house night after night. It's a house. It's not gonna up and leave.
There's something odd about it. I'm sure there's... Look.
Yes, Kian. People are leaving. Which also happened last night, and the night before. It means nothing. This is a dead end.
Or it is connected to the tower, and if we keep watching, we'll learn more about the tubes and... You're probably right. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Another dead end.
I saw you speaking with Naini this morning. What did you discuss?
She was telling me about some herbs she needs. I promised her we'd keep our eyes open.
She's been acting strange since you arrived. Not like herself at all. Is there something going on between the two of you?
I can assure you there's not. I have no interest in Naane. Or in any woman. Not in that way.
How do you deal with it?
Deal with what?
With who you are, what you are, how you feel about, you know.
You doll Azadi. Doll Antiqua. You see how men and women are divided in our society, and you condemn us for something you do not understand.
What I meant to say was...
I know. There are some rules that cannot be broken. A soldier can't bed a priestess. If they're caught, it's exile for the woman and death for the man. A sister can bed another priestess. She can also take a civilian lover, as long as she's discreet. A pregnant sister loses her robes. And a soldier can lie with another soldier. For some, it's just a passing phase. For others, convenience. Soldiers become officers, or they leave the service, begin a civilian career, marry, have children. For the rest of us, our society doesn't condemn us. In the eyes of the goddess, it makes us no less worthy. It's simply how we were born. You only see us Azadi as bigoted and reactionary. And in our treatment of magicals, perhaps we are. We are. We have our reasons for fearing magicals. Not good ones, but still. We have no reason to fear men who love men, or women who love women. And so we do not condemn or persecute them. I don't have to deal with anything, Liko. I am who I am, and no one has ever thought less of me because of it.
We're alike, you and I.
In what way?
In many ways. We understand the need to do things others would balk at. You may not have the stomach for torture, but you haven't shied away from taking lives.
After that first kill, it was too easy.
You should feel no shame. We're doing what needs to be done. What no one else is able to do.
Are we? It feels like I'm...
Shh. Someone's here.
What are you guys up to?
Bip! What in Shadow's name are you doing here?
Nothing. Oh, right. I have a message. It's from Ulvik. He says, come to the bar immediately. There's been developments. I don't know what developments is, but Ulvik's face was frowny, so it's probably important.
It always is. Good job, Bip. Let's not keep Ulvik waiting.
I'll run ahead. The two of us together will attract more attention.
What? Where the hell did it go? There it is. Oh, hi there. What kind of a fucking creature are you? Are you a cat? Pretty pathetic looking cat. Anyway, where the hell am I supposed to be going to? The tavern, which was... I don't know which one. There's it.
The wreaths are part of the Harvest Festival tradition. Since the raid on Old Town, they've sectioned off more of the city at night. You can pass, but you need to answer questions.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
cat again. Kitty, kitty. What the fuck was that? Why did that shit drop out? Can I see from here? I'm not even able to walk up. You know, I haven't been able to walk up any of these steps before. Now all of a sudden I can't.
That's going to it. There's food left on the table.
Who's there?
They're keeping Ireed Avenue closed at night, and the Tower Square remains inaccessible until next week's ceremony.
Come on, not on that one. What? Is that the right place? Wow, you talking about dumb one.
You see that gentleman sitting over there? Don't look, you simpletons. Balance. You lot don't know much about subterfuge, do you? That man's an Azadi mechanic. He drinks here most nights, but I didn't know that part until I overheard him speaking to his friend earlier about the pipes. Seems that with the pipe network up and running, there's a lot of tinkering to be done. Our man over there carries a tool to open maintenance hatches.
If we can get inside a hatch...
We can maybe figure out what they're using the pipes for. That's brilliant, Ulvik.
So we slit his throat and dump him in the bay.
Not in my bar, you won't.
If they find out we've taken his tools, the information could turn out to be useless. No. We need to...
Borrow his tools, open one of those pipes to have a look-see, and put the tools back before he notices. And that was probably what you were going to say when I interrupted you. Sorry. I'm actually surprised you're not agreeing with Liko, seeing how much you enjoy killing people.
If you can do it without him noticing, I won't stop you. But if the Azadi ever suspect that I'm collaborating with the Resistance...
That will not happen, Ulvik. What do you suggest, Kian?
Ulvik brought this to our attention. It's only fair that I include him in the decision. The others look to me for leadership now. It's important that I take charge and make the decisions. Ulvik brought this to our attention. It's only fair that I include him in the decision. The others look to me for leadership now. It's important that I take charge and make... We split up. We all look for a solution and reconvene here later.
That sounds better than what usually happens. You lot bickering and fighting over every little decision.
We can't take too long. That man won't stay here forever.
He's on his second drink. He usually doesn't leave until he's had at least 3. And I can offer a few on the house to make him stay longer.
It's decided then. We'll meet again here later this evening.
Winner buys around for everyone. No? No? It's not very motivating? Okay.
You wouldn't believe the amount of work that's required to keep the network running smoothly. Oh, the engineering's good, but the assemblies... Don't put military men on a civilian job, is all I'm saying. This requires fine skill, not brute force. See, if the connection between the pipes are off by even a hair's breadth, the orbs can start rattling around and get stuck. Shadow. Let's just say the tower would be severely displeased. The official opening's in a week. The worst thing is crawlers in the tubes. What do you call them here? Rats. Hard to clean out.
Da.
Lyle, what do you want? Oh, I thought you were one of them. You know, the magicals. Goddess knows why there's still magicals in the city. I thought they'd been deported. All of them. Never mind. Take a seat, man, and I'll buy you a drink. Where you from? You sound Azad.
My apologies, I need to be elsewhere.
Oh, right. Next time.
A workbox. That's probably where a mechanic would keep his tools. Ulvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale clientele, and I'm sure he's happy about that. It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy until late at night. Granted, it is chilly and damp. Everyone's probably inside. There's food left on the table. Stacks of hay to represent the harvest festival, the reaping. I believe they burn those on Reap Moon's Eve to celebrate the harvest and to appease the Wicker Witch, the Yaga. It'd be easier to walk around. It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy until late at night. A pumpkin, an odd vegetable, native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir. Since the raid on Old Town, they've sectioned off more of the city at night. You can pass, but you need to answer questions.
Just leave me be!
Goat eats leaves. Goat falls asleep. Interesting. Wait, I remember someone talking about this a while back. What was that herb the mole spoke of? Evensong. This must be it. It's an opiate. Consume enough and you fall asleep.
What exactly are you doing to that goat? Should I be jealous?
Jealous? Of whom? I don't understand what you're saying to me. Where have you been this past month?
Away. Far away. Travelling, so... This goat, what's going on here?
It's rebel business.
Clearly. How's that working out for you? Are you one of them now?
I'm atoning for my sins.
Right.
But you are enjoying it.
I don't enjoy fighting my own people.
Well, you seem to be good at it. Word is the Resistance is gaining support, that people have hope now that you're there.
I'm doing what I can to help.
I heard you executed our vile little Azadi officer. I don't disapprove, I'm just wondering why you didn't extract information before ending his life. I mean, if you're gonna kill him anyway, what's a little pain and blood to start things off with? The thing about torture is that it's a seal of authenticity. It makes every piece of information more reliable. I understand your friends didn't take the officer's word for it. Well, even if you didn't pull out of Old Town, at least the Resistance put up a decent fight before. The important thing is, many Azadi died that night. Chalice half full and all that.
What do you want?
Nothing. Nothing. I saw you. It's been a while. I wanted to say hello. Oh, I've missed this. The one-sided conversations, the sullenness and suspicion. I've come to enjoy it quite a bit. Anyway, goats?
We have a lead on the pipes.
Oh, that explains everything. I'll leave you to it then. I'm going to the Rooster later tonight. I need to speak with Ulvik. Maybe I'll see you there.
Maybe.
This is what I love about you, Kian. You're such a people person.
Pretty good idea to keep some of that stuff around anyway. I would think, anyway.
This is Evensong. It works on goats.
Well then, it should work on the Azadi too, eh? One more ale on the house, da?
Ah, what a lovely head. This one smells different. Malty, sweet. It's almost like the sugar ale from Southern as a Day. Now, this is a brew, Ulvik. It tastes like home, this does. It brings tears to my eyes. It is simply
Don't take too long out there. If he wakes up without his tools, there'll be questions and I won't have any good answers.
fucking stupid cat.
There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab. I'll lose my fingers if I try and grab it. It's solid, and it's swift. Stacks of hay to represent the harvest festival, the reaping. Stacks of hay to represent the harvest festival, the reaping.
How the hell am I supposed to grab that thing? Is there anything? There's nothing lying around. What about you goats? You guys, I'll take some more. I'm just gonna keep some on hand here. Alright, here we go. What is this guy doing? Really? Who's this guy? This panel.
There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab.
Okay, fair enough. Over there, I can't get to that one. Can I? No, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Huh. Let's give it a try. There's another spot right over here somewhere. Yeah.
Looks empty. There's a strong current of air flowing through it. There's air flowing from right to left, like a tempest in a tube.
Listen, nope. Alright. Petrified tree. Use your access. Well, I guess I'll go back to the other one and pray that help slow it down or something. Is this like bank communication stuff going on here?
I'll lose my fingers if I try and grab it. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab.
Well, then what the fuck am I supposed to do? Where the hell is everybody that can help here?
Without that proud cock and the delightful little puss riding on it, the Resistance would be in a dark place indeed. Oh, Goddess, forgive me, I keep doing that.
He's out like an Irradian soldier on Rose Eve. You can grab his toolbox now, but be subtle about it. The room has eyes.
Do I smell magicals?
Mercurius just
I think I smell magicals. Why are there magicals in this place?
Take a look around you.
I thought...
Is this the best place to lament the loss?
Well, we have lost.
Honesty is the quickest way to the noose.
I should have got rid of that yet or not. Gotta figure out a way to... Yeah, that's coming through here somewhere, isn't it? There's no tube there. Is this the one?
He's dead to the world, knocked out by Evensong. Hey! Hey!
He's out like an Irradian soldier on Rose Eve. You can grab his toolbox now, but be subtle about it. The room has eyes.
Ulvik told me once of the legend of the Onyx Cockerel, High King of all cocks.
I should be getting home. Just one more for the road. A bit of Dolmari courage to help me get started. And then I'll head home.
I won't say no to a tasty bit of yam. Oh. I won't say no to a I won't say no to a traditional Reap Moon snacks. Oh. I won't say no to a tasty bit of yam.
Can I just take some with me and not eat it right here?
Ulvik's provided Bip with a cot down there. Ulvik keeps all... Delicious.
Why still eating that shit?
The witch and the vicar had 6 shots of liquor and presently went for a walk. Come on, said the clergy, a man has his urges, but the witch only wanted...
Can't remember what's going on at this point.
It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy and it'd be easier to walk around unnoticed if there were more people about. But I do get to operate in peace. A pumpkin. An odd vegetable. Native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir. The wreaths are part of the harvest festival tradition. Apparently the reaping's the right time for pumpkins, and they're an important part of the celebrations. Goddess knows why. They're hideous things.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
Oh, yeah? Where to fucking walk around this shit? Can't make that jump. Can I climb this? Sorry, sons of bitches. Pumpkins. What the fuck is this?
They're building bonfires for Reap Moon's Eve next week.
Oh yeah? Should we go ahead and light it?
It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy until late at night. Granted, it is chilly and damp. Everyone's probably inside, carousing.
What's that guy doing? He's still up there? Wait a minute. Knock, knock. Alright then. Knock, knock.
There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries some. I'll lose my fingers if I try and grab it. It's solid, and it's swift.
I don't know what to do, dude. Things I could do would be stick on a board and stuff it in there or something to stop it, but I'm trying to go down in here, I guess. There's nothing down here I want. What the fuck is this thing? What is that? is that? Huh. Petrified tree, huh? Alright. You say so.
Who's there?
Can't hop or nothing? Damn it. Fair away, no. Just climb shit on the side. Amazing world. Can't pick your feet up any higher than just a stair. And sometimes not even that.
Go on now, nothing to see here.
Hey, don't tell me what to do, asshole.
Those paper dragons are illegal. They've been arresting anyone caught running them, but new ones pop up every day. There's air flowing from right to left, like a tempest. Looks empty. There's a strong current of air flowing through it.
Oh shit. So what do I do about that? Stuff this fucking cat in there, but won't let me pick it up. Ooh. Oh! Well, fuck, okay. Come here. It's not to get real interesting real fast.
A metal ball? That orb shot a metal ball? That orb shot out of the tube like a ball out of a giant cannon. A metal ball? That's what's flying through these pipes? Where did the orb come from? I should investigate where this pipe leads, hopefully to some answers. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab. Are those yams? No, they're only apples. Oh. I need to find a way into that building tonight. Honor Hilaris has posted these bills everywhere. He's serious about his run for office. They've put up ornaments all over town. The children appear particularly excited about the weeping. I know Bip's been tearing down these bills, but National Front supporters keep replacing them. There appear to be a lot of them, skulking in the shadows.
Were you here when we had that horrible mess the other day?
I don't think so.
Well, one of them, what are they called? Them ground crawlers.
Rats?
That's it, rats. One of them rats got into the pipes. Whoop! Got sucked right into the engine.
Whoa. That doesn't sound good.
Light, what a bloody mess. Literally. Guts, bones, hair, blood everywhere had to shut things down. And it was us who had to clean it. Engineers wouldn't touch it, said their hands are too valuable. I guess ours aren't.
It's a soldier's lot, isn't it? We do the grunt work. That's how it goes.
Well, I guess they think cleaning out rat guts is more important than us keeping watch and protecting them engineers in there.
Guess so.
Is that a big fucking rat here? You know what that thing was? A big fucking rat? Where the fucking rat's at?
Ken! So we meet again, Azadi. Prepare your blade for battle.
Goddess, it's late, boy. You should be in bed.
So should you. What you doing now? Chasing rats?
The boy... Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Are you that hungry? Rats taste like sewage. Trust me, you're better off eating table scraps.
I'm not eating the rat. I need it for... It's work-related. It is.
Okay. Well, don't let me keep you from your rats.
Are you just going to sit there?
It's not every night I get a chance to watch you catch a rat.
Fair point. Ah, yams. A few weeks ago I'd never tasted yams. Now I can't get enough. I'm a budding yam aficionado. It's a pipe section. An elbow, I believe it's called in the parlance of metal artisans. These orbs rattle through the pipes like bullets through barrels. There's food left on the table. They're too quick.
You're not very good at catching rats, are you?
Ground crawlers. Filthy rodents. This reminds me of the story of the Teheran rat catcher. He too failed to grab the rats with his bare hands. Unfortunately, I don't remember how his story ended. Probably not well.
Oh, so close! Well, not really.
It's a leftover cheese and meats plate. I've dined here. The food's good. I would never have left any bits uneaten.
You're taking way too long. I'm getting bored.
He never listens. He's risking his life being out in the open like this. But what can I do? I was the same at his age. Here's some particularly potent cheese. Filthy shadow spawn. Eat it. Eat it all. They won't come close as long as I'm standing here. Is it breathing? I don't know. And I don't care. It's a rat, and it's not moving.
I really didn't think you would. I'm impressed. Well, that was fun. What's next?
Next, you go home and stop distracting me, or I'll tell the other street urchins you have fleas.
I have no home. You know that. I sleep in the cellar of the Rooster and Kitten.
Good. It's the safest place around. So go back to your cellar and keep your head down. If I see you again tonight...
Please, got it. I'm sleepy anyways. That's why I'm going back. Not because you're telling me to.
And don't throw pebbles at Azadi soldiers.
What was that sound? It was a squishy sound, sort of like...
You've got to be kidding me. Not again. Shut a damn ground crawlers.
I guess it's on us to clean up the mess.
That bloody engineer in there's not going to do it. So yeah, it's on us.
Right. Well, let's get to it. No time like the present.
It's a massive chamber of some sort. It sounds hollow. It's rumbling and there's steam coming out of it. More of those odd metal orbs. They're doing something to them here, altering them. The orbs appear to be an important part of the machinery.
You're not supposed to be here. This place is for engineers only. Please leave or I'll be forced to call the guards. I have a very loud voice when I'm scared.
One sound, and you'll be standing on the slopes of the first mountain, yelling at clouds.
Goddess. No problem. I'll be quiet as a... You're from Azadir. I've seen your profile in embroideries. I never forget a nose. You're the Apostle. Apostle Elvane. You're famous.
Maybe once. Now I'm just Kian. Your turn.
My turn what?
Your name. Who are you?
Firdaus. I'm Firdaus, lead engineer.
I don't know what that means. What do you do?
Don't you know? I thought you would have known. You know, from back when you were... I'm in charge of the team that encodes the spheres that make the engine tick.
What engine?
The engine that... you know, the engine. There's only one engine. The one that encompasses the entire city. It's what all the pipes are connected to. Didn't they tell you anything when you were... you know, before you were a traitor?
Assume that I know nothing. What is this engine for?
The engine calculates. That's why they call it the calculating engine. Big numbers, complex equations. My team, we give the engine instructions about how and what to calculate. This is called coding.
I understood none of that.
You can't be here. You're a fugitive, and this is a restricted zone. That's like 2 things that mean you shouldn't be here, and I could probably think of more if you need me to.
I have a sword, and I'm bigger than you.
Those are 2 things that count in your favor, granted.
So what does this calculating engine do? What's its purpose?
I'm really not supposed to. Right. Bigger and sword. As I said, it calculates. I mean, it does more than that, but that's what it was built to do. Its core functionality. It adds, subtracts, multiplies numbers. Big numbers. And it does things with those numbers. Like, have you ever watched the stars in the sky at night?
I'm not just a man with a sword.
Of course. And you've seen how those stars move across the sky. Using a calculating engine, we can actually track those stars and predict where they're going to be in a year from now, or a century, or where they were a century ago.
Why are you tracking stars?
Well, we're not. I mean, it's just an example. We're not actually tracking stars. I mean, sure, we could if we wanted to, but... We're tracking dreams.
Dreams?
Dreams are very complex, which is why we need a big engine with lots of ticking parts to make complex calculations and predictions.
Right, so the part about not just being a man with a sword, assume that's all I am and start over.
Yes, fine. Those pipes crisscrossing the city, they're sort of like speaking tubes, connecting 100 sage masters, each with his or her own field of specialty.
So, it's like a university?
Well, I guess. Yes. Yes, this is a good comparison. A whole city filled with clever brains. The spheres pass messages between the different masters, and between them and us. We write messages, and we interpret messages. We tell the individual brains what to think about, and then they do the thinking and report back to us. Now, this allows us to write ever more complex messages until finally we have the code we need, the ultimate message. That one we send to the tower.
Why?
Because that's where the biggest brain of them all is located. This is the hub of the pipe network, the engine's core, its heart, the nucleus of the meta... Well, you understand. The fact is, this is the most advanced and scientific task anyone's ever taken on, and we're doing it. You should be proud.
Why are you doing it?
Well, I don't quite know. Because we can? Because no one else can? Because the Prophet told us to, and gave us the tools to do it.
So, you don't know what it's for?
I write the instructions. I'm the man in the middle. Someone tells me what they need, and I tell the engine how to compute the answer. This is my job.
Who knows what the engine is for?
The Six, probably. The Prophet, certainly. Emissary Saya, I would imagine. This is above my pay grade.
Above your...
I was hired to write instructions for the engine and compute the spheres, not to ask questions. And not to answer yours either, Mir. You really should go before someone comes. We'll both be in terrible trouble. They usually check on me all the time. I wonder why they haven't.
I still don't understand. Why build all of this here in Mercuria? Why not in Sadir?
Because of the tower and what's below it. Vast eddies of, meta-energies.
Meta... Do you mean magic?
Magic? Magic? Of course not magic. This engine is the opposite of magic. It's the culmination of everything Azadir has strived for these last 100 years. An end to chaos and uncertainty. An end to superstition and irrationality. An end to magic. When the engine's fully operative and the programming complete, we won't need sorcerers or witchcraft anymore. We'll be able to do anything we want. With science. Reshape reality. Rewrite the laws of the cosmos. Remove death and disease. Poverty and warfare. The world will be run by scientists for the betterment of humanity.
What do dreams have to do with it?
The engine feeds on the building blocks of reality. Ideas, stories, dreams. Magic is highly detrimental to the system. See, sorcery causes chaos, injects uncertainties and fallacies into our calculations.
So, is that why magicals
are being relocated? We can't have them around while the engine's calculating. But as soon as we're done...
You believe they're being relocated?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I mean, it's what they told us. Why would they lie? It's simple. The engine isn't compatible with magic, and we don't want anyone getting hurt. There's no room for sorcery in Mercuria. The magicals are better off in their new homelands.
They're being sent to prison camps.
Re-education camps. This is true, yes, but only temporarily. This is their first stop. Afterwards, they're given passage to their new homelands, where they can...
Do you really believe that? What would the magicals be re-educated to do? Forget that they're magicals? No, Firdaus. That's not the truth. They're imprisoned. Killed. They're not given a new home.
But they told us. They said they were... They promised they'd be safe and happy and... Oh, light protect them.
So this is why we're sending all the magicals away from Mercuria? Because of the engine?
Yes. Yes. That's why. I didn't know. I didn't know. There are children.
There are.
They lied to us.
Do you need to remove all magicals before starting up this calculating engine?
It's already running. I'm not... As long as the thaumaturgical interference is below the acceptable threshold for...
Pretend that I'm a very small and possibly very stupid child.
Oh. No. No, they don't need to get rid of all of the magicals. Just enough not to disrupt our calculations. We'll be done instructing the network in a couple of days. After that, they can pull the lever whenever they want. That's the last component of the engine. The tower. The one that will start feeding on and molding the dreams. Changing the world for the better. Yeah. I believe the official ceremony is a few days from now. The emissary will be there, together with the First, and the Prophet, and please don't kill me.
I'm not going to kill you. But what you're doing here is not the will of the goddess, Firdaus. Something is going on. Someone's...
Kian. I had a feeling it was you.
Mia? Goddess, what are you doing here, Hami? Where are your men?
Right outside. They can be here in seconds. You, engineer, what's your name?
I threatened him. He played no part in this.
Firdaus. I'm Firdaus. You lied.
I beg your pardon?
You promised they'd be safe.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Go, Firdaus. This is not about you. Just remember what I told you. You're not doing the work of the goddess here.
Were you doing the work of the goddess when you murdered Dardonial?
How did you know that I... He exploited a Dalmari child. He would have been put to death.
After a trial. You're not judge and executioner, Kian. Not anymore. And you didn't stop there, did you? You've been busy. I've recognized your bloody handwork. You've shamed me. You've shamed Mother Utana, the goddess, your nation.
You should be looking at what the emissary and...
Right now, I'm looking at you, and the young man of faith, honor, and integrity I once knew appears to be long gone. Old Town was a distraction. Vamon meant it to be a struggle, for my men to die. He wanted to take my mind off the investigation. Commander Vamon and the emissary have been lying to me about your death. Why is that?
Because I'm a danger to them. And it's not the only thing they've lied to you about. This engine.
You betrayed us. You joined the enemy.
To stop Saya and Vamon, not to fight our people. Not to fight you.
Sister Saya is the emissary. Commander Vamon is your superior officer. They are your people.
They are traitors, Mir. They have betrayed our nation, our faith, and...
You should have come to me first, Apostle. You should have come to me. When I received word someone had been spotted entering this house, I had a feeling it was you. I entered alone for 2 reasons. One, as a courtesy to the mother. It would break her heart again to hear that you perished in dishonor, fighting my guard. And 2, you're living proof that Vamon has lied to me. I cannot reveal my hand to Vamon, but I also cannot let you go. You'll surrender to me now, without struggle, and you'll be brought to Sadir tonight, in secret. The courts will decide your fate. For the time being, while I sort out this mess, you'll be locked away under a false name. No one will know you're alive. When I'm ready to confront the commander and the emissary with their lies, I will reveal the truth about your survival, and you will cooperate every step of the way.
Ask Saya and Vamon about the camps, and what they're doing to...
You lied. You lied to us. You told us they would not be harmed. You told us they'd be safe. There were children!
Get off me, you idiot!
Go! Go, Kian! Make them pay for this!
Stop that! Get off me! I'll have you beheaded for this.
Shadow, damn you, man! Leave this place! Now!
Yes?
Mother. It's the General. He asks to speak with you.
Send him in, child. Hami, is anything the matter?
It's Kian. He's alive.
Oh! Goddess. Goddess be praised. do you know this?
He broke into the engine room down on City Green.
Light. What was he doing there?
Speaking with one of the engineers, Fadaus, a young man from the southern provinces. Kian said... Oh, well, it's of no consequence. He's a traitor. He's joined the resistance.
But...
It is as I suspected. We have been lied to by Vamon and the emissary.
For what reason?
That I don't know. Yet. And until we do, we cannot confront them, Mother.
I agree. We don't know how firm their grip is on the tower. If they know that we know... What about Kian? Was he... How did he look to you?
He looked strong. Different, but strong.
He must have his reasons for doing what he's doing, Hami. Kian would never betray Azadir, or his faith.
Perhaps, but that's what he's doing. I gave him the honorable choice to turn himself in and face righteous judgment. But he fled, like a coward, when the engineer attacked me.
Attacked?
I don't blame the man. Kian poisoned his mind with baseless lies. My men detained him, and I placed him somewhere safe, somewhere he can't tell anyone what he saw and heard. Out of Vamon's reach. We need to keep this between us, or we run the risk of alerting the commander and emissary Saya. Much as I'd like to hunt down Kian myself and put him to the sword, we must be patient.
Let's trust the goddess, Hami, to illuminate our path and bring us to the truth.
I certainly hope she will.
Kian, thank the balance your back. Bip's been...
They've taken him.
Taken... yeah.
Light. Are you sure it's Bip? I knew this would happen. We have no time to spare. We must get to him before...
The cloud ship just unmoored and is already heading for Gien. It's too late.
Then we must follow.
And abandon your mission here? For one child's life?
Is it because he's a magical that he's not worth the trouble?
You're such an angry, angry man. Do you really want Kian to leave Mercuria and risk his life to save one boy? I thought so.
See? This is what happens when we murder Azadi soldiers just for the hell of it.
That has nothing to do with it. They're taking all the magicals away.
I know why, and I know what the pipes are for.
What?
Really?
Are you serious?
I'll explain later. Right now, we need to rescue the boy.
Well, you're not going after him.
That's not your decision to make, Anna.
Can we really afford to lose more people? We've lost so many already. And Ane has her hands full with those who've been injured. Soon, there won't be enough of us left to fight.
I need to think about this. I can't just abandon the boy, but... We can't stay here. The Azadi are hunting me. The General knows I'm alive.
Honey, how did that happen? Did you approach him? Are you trying to curry favors with your former masters?
Curry favors? How would I even... I'm not trying to curry any favors with...
Stop it, both of you! You're really annoying and loud. Let's get out of here before Ulvik gets in trouble for harboring a fugitive. Shepard will want to have a say in the discussion.
This isn't over, Kian.
Oh, hush.
Hunted. No,
Following the terrorist attack on Propast, where 8 I officers and 5 civilians were killed by Marxist Party members, the Syndicate has promised to maintain heightened security across Europolis until after the upcoming elections. The Propast district remains under full I lockdown and 24-hour curfew. We're now joined by Marek Farah in Propast. And Marek, how are regular people in Propast handling this very difficult situation?
Well, Rika, as you can see, the streets here are deserted, almost 2 months after the August attack on the I headquarters in Propast. There's security everywhere, and everyone who goes outside is subject to random searches and arrests. There is a 24-hour curfew in effect, but people are allowed to traverse the district as long as they carry the appropriate paperwork and submit to any searches and questions.
What about essentials like food and water, Marek? Are any stores or restaurants still open?
I think this is done.
Everything is closed, Rika,
smells good.
but rations are distributed to residents of Propast on a regular basis. Medical personnel are on constant standby. No one here is in any immediate danger of starvation.
Has there been any indication of how long this lockdown will continue?
The Syndicate is not saying, Rika, but spokespeople have hinted that Propast will remain under Syndicate guardianship until after the election in...
We appear to have lost our connection to Marek Farah in Propast. We will attempt to re-establish the connection. In the meantime, when we come back, we talk to someone very close to Marxist leader and terrorist mastermind, Marta Rebus, about her dark and...
Shit. Power's out, again. I'm sure they're doing this just to screw with us. I'll have to check the emergency fuel cell in the kitchen cabinet. It should have kicked in by now. I can jiggle it a bit, that sometimes works. Nope, that did not work. I guess I need a new one. And I know just the person.
Zoe Maya Castillo, your district is subject to Syndicate-mandated martial law. Please submit an approved destination or return to your home. Thank you. The Pandemonium is your only approved destination. I will accompany you.
Please, don't talk.
We are authorized to use deadly force against... any perceived threats. If I perceive you to be a threat...
This is not an approved direction. Please continue along your pre-approved path.
Stay close to your escort and don't deviate from your path.
Everything's closed. No customers, no permits.
Look what the bot dragged in. Maybe it's something I ate, but I actually feel relieved to see you, Petal. Are you alright?
I'm really not. You?
You know, it is not exactly vivacious company. It's been quiet around here since we closed shop. I apologize for firing you with a pre-recorded message, by the way. Company policy.
Oh, don't worry about it. You said you closed shop?
There's no business. We don't even have wire access. It's like being on a really shitty desert island without sun, sand or coconuts, or wire access. We're actually thinking about heading back to Mumbai. Well, I'm thinking about it. We will tag along wherever the road takes us. Anyway, you're here for your dreamer.
What?
I fixed it.
So weird face.
You had your dream machine delivered to me because it was broken about a month ago. Does any of this ring a bell? Your friend, that German suit, said you'd come by to pick it up. He looked like a Jaeger. I thought he was here to blow my brains out, But he was very personable.
What was wrong with it?
An early batch. Bad soldering. I fixed several like it in the past. FYI, it's an off-the-shelf model that pings WATI servers with a device ID and your biometric data as soon as you connect. That won't be a problem unless they've put an alert out on you or that particular device. But I went ahead and blocked it anyway. Still, it is a licensed product. There may be other security measures. I cannot be 100% sure that it won't alert WATI. There are unlicensed streamers out there without any security chips, but Mr. London has that market locked up here in Propast. Given the trigger-happy toy soldiers out there, I wouldn't know how to get hold of one.
I'll be fine with this one.
As long as you know the risks. If you weren't here for that, then why the house call?
Oh, fuel cell. The power went out and I don't have a working backup.
That's not very smart, Kutia. Lucky for you, I'm up to my neck in fuel cells. Anything particular you're in the market for?
The cheapest you have.
Grab one from that box over there. They're refurbished cells, but they'll keep your apartment going for a few weeks at least. Bring it back before it goes dead. I'll refill it for you.
So how much do I owe you?
Consider it your severance package. If we're ever back in business, there will be a job for you. You're not too bad, Kurtia, despite appearances.
Thanks, I guess. I'm going to miss Wit. I don't know why, exactly. I don't miss working for Mira, but
you should go
that's
back
all.
home before
I don't
your
miss
escort drone gets impatient.
But I will miss her when she
I don't
leaves.
want the eye
She's
knock on
added
my
spice
door
to my
Wait,
humdrum life.
What happened to that data I decrypted for you? Who did you end up giving it to?
I gave it to the Hand, but before they could publish it...
They were shut down. Where's the data now?
With Reza, in Iceland.
Iceland. The final refuge of rogue journalists. You didn't keep a copy?
I didn't want to risk it. Stupid, I know.
You may have just saved your ass. Too bad about the story, though. When is your Chorbo coming back?
I really don't know. When they feel it's safe, I guess.
That story needs to run, Kotria. Whatever it takes, make it happen.
You have expended your daily timeout. I will now accompany you back to your registered domicile.
Don't bother, I know the way.
Every step you take, I'll be watching you, as mandated by martial law.
How about every breath I give up.
Miss Castillo? Queenie is requesting your immediate audience.
Sure, but what about my escort?
You have arrived at your approved location. Have a nice day.
You can come on board now.
Impressive.
We do our best.
I'm glad you're back on your feet, Zoe. I was hoping to see you again before I left.
You're leaving?
I heard the Hand was shut down. You had friends there.
Good friends. The Hand was going to publish an article about Waticorp conspiring with both Unity and European Dawn when the Syndicate shut them down. But they still have the evidence. My ex-boyfriend Reza brought it to Iceland. The data's safe there, but the Hand hasn't been able to publish it.
There's still a chance to make things right then. This is why I wanted to speak with you. You knew the woman who set off the bomb.
Nela.
You were there.
I couldn't stop her. I didn't even try. I turned and ran. I don't believe she planned to kill anyone. She wasn't... Nela was a good person. She cared about people. She gave me something to keep safe, but I lost it in the explosion. Maybe it could have explained why.
Our lives are shaped by events beyond our control. The choices we make can point us down one road or the other. But where that road ultimately leads... Your friend's death was not of her own making. The device she used was rigged. It was meant to disrupt the Eye, not to kill anyone.
An EMP? How do you know this?
Nayla needed someone to help her assemble the device. Hannah came to me after the bombing. She was distraught. Of course, she had no idea what they... But she is the link. She may be able to connect the bomb to the Syndicate.
The Syndicate is behind the attack on their own people.
Everyone is expendable. It all leads back to Watticorp, Zoe. They are consolidating their power and ridding themselves of loose threads. I'm leaving. This city is infected, rotting from the inside. You need to leave too. But first, there's something you must do. Your memories...
They're coming back. I know what I need to do. The Dream Machine.
Be very careful. Powerful forces are converging here and elsewhere.
How do you...
I've been around a long time. You learn to read the signs. You're fading, Zoe.
Fading?
Like a page that's been left out in the sun too long. Do what needs to be done. Do not hesitate any longer. I've given you time to regain your resolve, but we're almost out of it now. If we both make it through the storm ahead, I'll find you again.
I hope so.
I will. Now go home and do what needs to be done. Wake up. You can come out now.
How long have you known I was here?
Do not mistake me for an old woman, Hannah.
You told her about...
There's no more time for secrets. Watticorp must be brought down. What you know will make a difference.
But I don't have any actual proof they were involved. I only made deliveries.
You know enough. Find the evidence. Work together with Zoe.
How do you know we can trust her?
She's like you. Someone who shapes dreams.
I know. I mean, I guessed when we met. But how is that even possible? I thought I was the only one.
Why do you think you were drawn together? Coincidence is a powerful force. Zoe needs your help. A terrible shadow has fallen over her.
How do you know this?
I don't. I'm not a fortune teller, and the future is never crystal clear. It branches and divides, indefinitely and infinitely, but there are patterns and signs, if you know where to look.
Do you have to leave?
They know I'm here now. Watticorp has been looking for me a long time. I'm a loose thread. I promise I'll find you again, Hannah. Your journey is just beginning. There are wonderful things in store for you. But for now, your job is to help Zoe finish her journey. Without that, without her, there will be no more stories. Afterwards, if the universe is still here, we can talk about the next chapter.
What else is there to do except watch the screen? Right. What else is there to do except watch the screen? Right. The Dream Machine. It's mad out there. Martial law, full curfew, eyes everywhere, queues for rations. Rez is still stuck in Iceland with Baruti's data. We haven't spoken since he left Propast, almost 2 months ago. I never knew my mother, but I've been told that in many ways she's the opposite of my father. Gabriel never makes hasty choices. Gabriel ponders, and when his mind's made up, he'll stick with his decision until the end. My mother's impulsive, mercurial. If the wind changes, she'll let herself be swept away with it, as long as it's to her benefit. She put me in a coma. I'm not a big fan. But maybe it's time I accept some risks. After all, I keep telling everyone I want to remember. I need to enter Dreamtime. I need to revisit the past. It's the only way to save the future. Things didn't go too well the last time I connected to a dreamer.
You returned, but you were still not here. You must be here.
Is this a dream? I thought I'd actually travel across this time.
You were here, but never truly. Not yet. But you must come to...
Ah! What the heck was that? Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Crow? You're Crow. You're Crow. I remember you.
You do? I am. Wait. I remember you too.
Of course you do. It's me,
Don't
Zoe.
say anything. I've got this. Lorelei, baby cakes, schnoodlebum.
Who? I'm...
Agneta. I'm sorry. How have you been?
That's not...
Look, Aggie, I apologize for taking off without a word of warning. I didn't have a choice. I was needed.
I'm not Agneta. I'm...
Auntie May?
No. Zoe.
Where? Oh, Zoe! Yes! 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 The girl who was dreaming. You look different. Are you sure you're you?
Pretty sure.
I don't know. You look a lot better than you used to, and your voice, it's sultry. You sound like a cinnamon bird.
I don't even know what that means. I was in a coma for a while, maybe that's... What are you doing here, Crow? Are you really here?
Let me check. Yep, all here, not a feather missing. So, where is here exactly? Whoa, Nellie, I didn't expect that. You're memorable. Wait, Auntie May? No.
I was Abnaxus of the Venar.
That's right. I remember you now. You were really annoying to talk to. Took ages to get anywhere. How have you been?
I will not complain.
I don't get it. This is just like that dream I've been having. Except for you, Crow. You're new.
And improved. It's that preening routine I'm following. I'm telling you, it's a game changer.
So why didn't I make it across?
The connection was weak. Compromised. You were only half dreaming. Only half there. You will need to be all there. And soon. Or it was too late. But you had brought the bird over. The bird will be the key. If you can just...
The hallway is clear. You must leave now. They are coming.
What can I do to...
Schnell, Fräulein.
Zoe! Over here, quickly! This way.
Where are we going?
We need to get off the streets.
Did Queenie send you?
She said that you needed help. The eyes will be here soon. We need to go underground.
How's that gonna help? We can't just hole up in one of those chambers forever.
Trust me.
What is this place?
The world beneath. A network of tunnels covering all of Propast and beyond. I don't know how far it goes.
This is amazing. Is this how you guys get around?
For the most part. Some of the nests are only accessible from above ground, but you can get pretty much anywhere from here. Come on.
Wait, where are we going?
You spoke with Queenie. You know I helped Nella with that device. The one that killed all those people.
You didn't know, and neither did Nella.
You're right. But someone did. Someone does, and we're gonna put it right. Mr. London has a warehouse down here. It's where I pick up and make deliveries. It was just a job, but that's where we're going. To find evidence to connect Wattie Corp to the bombing.
This warehouse, is that where London keeps his unlicensed dream machines?
He keeps everything in there. Why?
I need one. For after we clear Nella's name. Long story.
Tell me later. We need to go. It's only a matter of time before the eyes start digging deeper.
I came as fast as I could. Are you okay?
Perfectly. You know Zoe.
Hey Zoe, this is yours. You dropped it when... Boom. I was following you. I didn't know who you were working for back then. I saw what happened. The man who pulled you away, he didn't notice you dropping that.
I thought the eye took it.
I've been wanting to return it.
What is it?
I don't know. Maybe nothing.
Let's get a move on, before the eyes figure out where we are. Fuck! We lost power to the gates.
They must know you're down here.
We'll have to use the manual overrides. It requires 2 people, some sort of security measure. I'll show you how it works. Go ahead, Abby. Okay, Zoe, you can pass through now.
After this is over, can we please leave Propast and go somewhere that has an actual sun? And no battle suits?
I promise.
You're not coming with us?
I'm going to make sure you have time to do what you need to do.
She'll take care of the eyes.
Is that safe?
Don't worry about me. I've done this before, plenty of times.
See you soon, babe.
Be careful.
Always am.
Hannah,
Stop.
Love you.
Ew.
Me too.
Alright.
I'm happy to see you guys are okay.
What you said to Abby, it made a difference. She stopped using the dream machine. And after you found me, I realized I couldn't just keep hiding. I promised Abby we'd get out of Europolis. I'm thinking Mumbai.
Why Mumbai?
Don't laugh, but I had a dream about it.
About those dreams?
Visions. They are more like visions, right? Or like peeking through a curtain across a divide.
There's another world there.
I've seen it. Have you been there?
I have.
And you dream yourself across?
I can, but only by connecting to a dream machine. I thought I was the only one.
Me too. What does that mean?
I don't know. But we'll find out. Together.
No, we won't.
Okay, so you know the drill. Once the gate opens, you need to go through and hold the lever down. Push it down. All right, I'm coming through. Don't let go or I'll be sliced ham.
So what happened? Naylor, the device?
The detonator was supposed to trigger an electromagnetic burst. You know, to disrupt communications and mess with the eye battlesuits. But the EMP generator got switched out with an antimatter chamber.
Jesus.
Lucky for you, it had limited range. They weren't trying to wipe Caprova off the map. I guess they just wanted to make a point.
Frame manifesto. Remove another party from the election.
And let's do this. Same as last.
Do you hear that beeping? What is that?
I don't... Yeah, it's coming from you. You're beeping.
Why would this be so important to Nella? It makes no sense. It's beeping. It's beeping. It's beeping. What is this?
Some sort of holographic storage? I don't know, but it's reacting to something down here.
Let's track it down. Come on, follow me.
And shut down the city. Full curfew, everyone stays at home, hooked up to their dream machines. Watty wins.
So where did the antimatter come from?
London's a stickler for detail. He'd always make sure everything that moved in and out of his warehouse is scanned and catalogued. Paranoia, maybe? Covering his arse? Anyway, when I picked up that final piece, the one that was supposed to be an EMP generator, I noticed it had a Watty Corp reference code in their system. I didn't think much about it. I mean, they make everything else, so why not? If we can find one of those antimatter chambers, along with the tracking information...
We may be able to connect Watty Corp with the device. We can prove they were behind the attack.
And the whole house of cards comes tumbling down. Or maybe we get killed. I'd say our odds are 50-50.
The signal's getting weaker. We must be heading in the wrong direction. I think this is it. What is this?
It's a singularity, I think. One of the original wire access points from before the collapse. That's pretty cool. Oh, it must have fallen off the grid. Let me check if it's active. So the Syndicate has no idea this exists. But I can't establish a connection to my iris. Old protocols, probably. It has a holographic port. It might be able to read physical data, and it's blinking at the same rate Nella's package is beeping. It's like it wants to connect.
I guess we should do what it asks. It's an old hardwire access point.
Nella Vilcek, owner of Nella Bytes. I'm leaving this message. Manifesto Party leadership has not authorized this operation. Marta Ribas has no knowledge of what's about to happen. I am acting of my own free will as part of a Manifesto splinter group. We're tired of... Marta Ribas believes in politics. She's an idealist. I wish more people were like her, but the truth is... democracy is dead. The corporates won, the elections are a facade, it's all a big, fat, festering lie. A show put on by our syndicate puppet masters to appease the proletariat. Whoever wins this autumn, it won't change a goddamn thing. They have made sure of that. They own them all. Everyone's corrupted. Everyone. We can't let this go on. We need to shake things up, start fresh. This is why I'm taking action today. I have been asked to detonate a non-lethal EMP charge in front of the I headquarters on Caprova. This custom-built charge was designed to disable I communications, sabotage their operations, and immobilize their battlesuits. It's a message. A loud, bold message, but... it's just another lie. The non-lethal EMP charge has been replaced with a very lethal antimatter device. The detonation will kill me, along with anyone else caught in the blast. There will be casualties. Military and civilian. They'll accuse Ribas of harboring radicals and inciting violence. Manifesto will be destroyed. They don't know that I know. If they did, I'd be dead. But I need to go through with this. Because if I don't, nothing changes. If I go to the authorities or the press, they'll sweep it all under the rug and make me disappear. They're good at that. If I carry out their plans, however, everyone pays attention. They'll have no choice. And then afterwards, expose the cunts. The ones pulling the strings, the ones who built the fucking bomb. Waticorp. I'll be a terrorist and a murderer, but so will they, and they have a lot more to lose. Lucky for me, they've been arrogant and sloppy. That's how I found out, and they've left evidence for someone to... E-N-N-I-N-G. Penning. The chamber was swapped out before I could... and track this part back to Waticorp. Decrypt this message with a dead drop signal embedded in the local hardwire, which will be triggered the moment my iris goes dark. I'll have to trust that the right people will follow the right signals I'm truly sorry that people are going to get hurt, killed. I wish there was some other way. I just don't know what I can...
Jesus. I can't believe Nella did what she did. The people she hurt, killed. I can't tell Hannah the truth, she'll just blame herself. We have to get Watty for this, or those people will have died in vain. Most of it was garbled, but Watty's involved. Nella confirmed it. And there was one word, or maybe a name, Penning.
A code name of some sort. I don't know, there's no wire access, so we can't look it up.
Maybe Mira can restore the rest of the recording.
If anyone can, it'll be her. If it helps establish a connection between Manifesto and Watty Corp.
She can help us connect the dots. And it's a safe place for me to dream.
Let's head to the warehouse. I don't know how long Abby will be able to hold off the troops.
Will she be okay?
She's resourceful. And smart.
I'd forgotten about this other world until just recently.
That's what all this is about? Parallel worlds?
Sort of. There's something happening in this world and the other that threatens the dream.
The dream?
It's what keeps reality real. Without the dream, things stop existing. It's like a blueprint for everything.
That makes as much sense as anything else, I guess. And you need to fix it.
I have to. Watercorp and the Dream Machine play a part on this side of the divide. I need to find out what's going on the other side.
Is there anything I can do here?
If there is, I'll let you know. For now, I need a Dream Machine that can't be tracked or shut down remotely. What is this place?
I don't actually know. Parts of it are really old, but those luminescent tubes...
I wonder if they have something to do with the knot vents above.
Knot vents?
Something Queenie said. There's something odd about all of this. I feel weird, like my bones are vibrating.
We're close. Come on.
Why is my skin... Jesus. I am fading.
London's warehouse is the next door over.
She saved me. I guess Queenie told her to, but Hannah risked everything to help me out, so I owe her my life.
This is it. Hold on, I'll open the door. Just follow my lead and I'll... Fuck! Eyes!
Go ahead, I'll distract them.
The hell you will! You wouldn't last a minute. I'll take care of the stormtroopers. You get the antimatter device and your dream machine.
But I don't...
We're wasting time. You need to do this. Look for a blue box with the letters D-E-W on it. Dew. That's all I remember. Grab an antimatter chamber, scan it, download the tracking information from their systems, and get the hell out of Dodge. But don't open this door from your side. Wait for me. When it's all clear on this side, I'll open it again. Okay?
I'm not... Yeah. Okay. Blue box, due. Good luck.
Never needed it. See you soon.
Mr. Landon's a compassionate man, so's he. He don't like to hurt no one. Not unless he has to. It pains him, see? Pains him deep. But compassion has its limits, and you've reached it. You're just making this harder for everyone. Look, Mr. London's heartbroken. He's got tears in his eyes, he has. You don't have to be like this, Sosie. Go on. Make it easier on yourself. Confess. Die with dignity.
Dude, this sounds like the right section.
Come on, Sosie. Mr. London's getting upset. You wouldn't like Mr. London when he's upset. He gets chatty. And see what you went and did. Now why do you want to keep doing this to yourself?
This is a fully equipped facility. That scanner should provide me with all kinds of useful information about London's merchandise. I'll need something to scan. They keep the Dreamers over on that side of the warehouse. I have to find a way to get there, unseen.
Last chance, mate.
He's in the worst possible place. I need to get him away from there.
All right then. You think that hurt? Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you, and there's no more pain and suffering.
Looks like they have an alarm system. Probably to stop people from stealing any of London's hard-earned loot.
Last chance, mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out.
They keep the Dreamers over on that side of the warehouse.
All right then.
I have to find a way to get there, unseen.
You think that hurt? Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you, and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say?
It's Shipbot. What's he doing here? It's Shipbot. What's he doing here? Shitbot, what are you doing here?
I don't know nobody by that name.
They wiped you. Those monsters. Well, to be honest, I understand why they wiped you, but still. It's a shame. You had personality.
Hey, I have a personality.
I preferred the old one. And I can't believe I just said that with a straight face.
If the boss man catches you sneaking around, there will be hell to pay.
Shipbot's been wiped and reformatted. I'll need something to scan. It's inactive. It's inactive. It's inactive. It's inactive. It's inactive.
You're lucky I'm running in low power mode right now, or you'd be mincemeat. Sorry, sweetheart. Fuckbot answers to Mr. London only.
It's inactive.
Last chance, mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out. No? Alright then. You think that hurt? Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say?
The personality module comes from Assad Robotics. I'll need something to scan.
If the boss man catches you sneaking around, there will be hell to pay.
Assad Robotics presents Hallbot. For all your moving needs. Booting, please stand by.
Got anything you need moved, lifted, hauled, lugged? Come on, boss. I ain't got time to waste. What can I do you for, boss? Anything you need lifted?
Come on, Sozy. Mr. London's getting angry. You won't like Mr. London when he's angry.
Gee, this sounds like the right
Close
section.
one, sir. That was a close one. You got lucky there, mate. Mr. London never misses. Unless it's on
Shipbot's been wiped and reformatted.
Ready to talk. It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh? Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sozy. It's a sign. Own up, I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course.
Where are you going?
Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh?
Looks like they have an alarm system. Probably to stop people from stealing any of London's hard-earned loot.
It's a sign. Own up, I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you.
Assad Robotics presents the Acidron Stealth Personality Module. Now booting.
Ready to perform any action you need, ma'am.
Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh? Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sozy. It's a sign. Own up, I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm not designed to attack or hurt human beings.
Last chance, mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out. No? Alright then. You think that hurt? Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you, and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say?
Assad Robotics presents the official Shaolin and Acidrone, your sparring partner in the art of Kung Fu. Now booting.
Greetings, apprentice. How may I be of service today?
Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you, and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say?
Oi, Rust Bucket. Where do you think you're off to?
Last chance, mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out. No? Alright then. You think that hurt? Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you, and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say?
I'm ready for your command, ma'am. I'll do what needs to be done.
Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh?
Grab that box for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sozy. It's a sign. Own up, I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course.
Did that box just move? On its own?
Ready to talk?
I didn't see that.
It's getting late. Everyone's
tired. Stop smoking this shit.
Let's end this now, eh?
I tried my best, ma'am, but I'm afraid I don't have the strength needed to lift the crate. The box is too heavy, and my power reserves are being routed to the cloaking system.
I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course.
Respectful greetings, apprentice. What would you have me do?
Last chance, mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out. No? Alright then. You think that?
What's going on? Hey,
you can tell us.
we have an intruder.
We'll kill you, and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say? Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired.
Oldfart reporting for duty, boss.
Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sozy. It's a sign.
Can you get me that box?
I can put a bullet in
You
your
got
head.
it, boss.
All go home. Well, except you, of course. talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh?
D-E-W. This is what Hannah told me to look for, but there are tons of boxes late. There are so many boxes. I need to find the right one. Nella mentioned a code name in her message. There are so many boxes. I need to find the right one.
Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh? Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sosie. It's a sign. Own up. I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course. Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh? Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sosie. It's a sign. Own up. I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course.
Nella mentioned a code name in her message. There are so many boxes. I need to find the right one. Nella mentioned a code name in her message. There are so many boxes. Nella mentioned a code name in her message. I really, really hope this is it.
Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sosie. It's a sign. Own up. I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course. Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh? Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sosie. It's a sign. Own up. I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course.
I'll need something to scan. This is it. For Nella's sake, I hope. Yes! It's an antimatter chamber. This is it! And where did it... Watticorp. They're made by Watty, and London got them straight from the factories in China. It's all here, the whole manufacturing and shipping chain. It's just like Nella said. Those arrogant pieces of shit. We're gonna nail them for this.
I'm ready to do some heavy lifting, if you know what I mean.
Shipbot's been wiped and reformatted.
That's the alarm. We've got an intruder.
Oh no. The alarm must have been triggered by the dream machine.
No? Alright then. You think that hurt? Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you, and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say?
This thing's bolted down, boss. There's no
Last
moving
chance,
it.
mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out. No? Alright then. You think that hurt? Wait till the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say?
Reporting for duty, ma'am.
Last chance, mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out. No? Alright then. You think that hurt? Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say? Last chance, mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out.
What can I do you for, boss? Anything you need lifted?
You think that hurt? Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say?
This thing's bolted down, boss. There's no moving it.
Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh? Mr. Landon must have taken a liking to you, Sozy. It's a sign. Own up. I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go.
All but reporting for duty, boss.
Are you ready to train the ancient art of wushu?
Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh? Mr. Landon must have taken a liking to you, Sozy.
What are you doing, Butts? Who gave you permission to
I can
move?
put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course.
One of London's goons. I never forget a face.
Last chance, mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out. No? Alright then. You think that hurt? Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say? Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh? Mr. Landon must have taken a liking to you, Sozy. It's a sign. Own up. I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course. Last chance, mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out. No? Alright then.
Shipbot's been wiped and reformatted.
You think that
Your teacher awaits your
Wait till the
call,
next one.
apprentice.
Or you can tell us what we need to know. We'll kill you and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say? Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh? Mr. Landon must have taken a liking to you, Sozy. It's a sign. Own up. I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course. Let's end this now, eh? Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sozy. It's a sign. Own up, I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course.
Let's see where these things are put together. Central African Republic. That must be where they rewrite the firmware. Wati made this antimatter charge. They just sealed their own fate. The personality module comes from Assad Robotics. The personality module comes from Assad Robotics. The personality module comes from Assad Robotics. The personality module comes from Assad Robotics.